Good morning again, everyone. At this time, I'm very excited to welcome Megan from Easter Seals here as our presenter on the main stage. Welcome, Megan. Take it away.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. It's great that everybody's here. Thanks for taking time to come in and watch my presentation. As mentioned, my name is Megan, and I'm from Easter Seals, Alberta. I'm the programs coordinator there, so I, oversee kind of all the programs and what we offer and what we have, and help to manage that. So I'll start off by talking a little bit about our organization and the programs that we offer. Easter Seals Alberta is a registered charity that provides services that foster inclusion, independence, and recreation for individuals with disabilities and medical conditions. We've been providing programs and services here since 1951, and there are three major program areas that we have. So the first is our McQueen home, and this is a home that we have in Edmonton with 9 rooms for individuals with a disability or medical condition who, due to their high and sometimes complex personal needs, would not be able to live independently without support. So these individuals stay at our home and they receive full-time care and are able to connect with their community. And this includes volunteering opportunities, attending courses, working part-time. And these are also facilitated by the staff that work there. And the home was established in 1975 by Ruth Peterson, whose vision was for her son Jerry to have a place to call home, but also allowed him to connect with other adults with disabilities or medical conditions. This home is staffed through AHS, Alberta Health Services, and capital purchases, improvements, basically everything kind of needed for the home, including food and equipment, all that stuff. It's all fundraised and provided by generous Albertans and donors. So after that, we have our accessibility supports program, and this is our programs. It's kind of an umbrella term. So our accessibility supports aims to provide critically needed equipment and support to Albertans so they can remain independent and stay active in their community. And there are 5 sub-programs underneath this umbrella. So we have our equipment and support services program, or our equipment loan program. This is an application-based program where Albertans can apply to us for funding for accessibility equipment that will help them to remain independent. Equipment eligible for funding includes scooters, power wheelchairs, hospital beds, lifts, stair lifts. We have quite a long list, so lots of availability for funding there. Funds for the program are provided also by generous donors, and clients are able to keep their equipment for as long as they need. So once we give them their equipment, it's technically a loan, but they can keep it for as long as they need it. The program has been active since the 1970s, and we've been able to help over 8,000 clients, which is incredible. We're very proud of that one. This year alone, we were able to provide over 170 pieces of equipment to those in Alberta, and all of this was valued at over $200,000. So we've been really, we're really able to extend our funds, and we try to provide as much as we can. And on that, I would like to share a client story that we received from this year from one of our clients, which is kind of a testament to how our program impacts the lives that we serve. So this client is 63 years old, and they had severe osteoarthritis, and they said to us that the equipment they received gets them out of the house. I can actually get into my van now. It's comfortable. I'm able to go to more appointments, and I can sit all day without feeling pain, without feeling tired. And this is instead of the manual equipment that I had before. Compared to that, it's a lifesaver. I get to visit my friends now, and now that we're all vaccinated. Doctor's appointments, grocery shopping is more pleasant and easier because of this, because of my equipment. I never used to be able to go grocery shopping or go to my appointments before. Since having the equipment, I just like getting out, and I have more confidence outside. I used to be sore every time I went out because I was in so much pain. Now I can go out without pain. It's helped a million. I have a smile on my face every day. Before I got this equipment, I was using a manual wheelchair, and every single bump I hit on the road was so painful. I haven't been able to work for 4 years because of this pain, and now with this equipment, I'm trying to get back to work, and it's all thanks to this equipment. Easter Seals should be upheld as a basin of the community, and thank you so much for giving me my life back. So yeah, through that you can kind of see, the impact that this program has. It's very important for people, and we're very happy and grateful to be able to help. So after that, we have our home automation program, again underneath the accessibility supports umbrella. This program is where we would install a home automation system in the home of a client, which would assist them in living independently. The system would allow the client to control their lights, security systems, electronics, speakers, all that fun stuff through their phone or through a remote. So this is, very helpful for people that are unable to kind of do those things manually or on their own due to, restrictions in mobility or whatever it may be. So our home automation program, I believe we provide a home automation system about once a year. So, it's limited for now, but we're hoping to expand that. We also have our Phyllis Davidson Scholarship. This scholarship is given to somebody who's attending post-secondary school who also has a disability or medical condition. We provide, I believe, two of these, one or two of these a year, depending on our funding availability. So that's really awesome. We're able to help, send people to school and help them with their education. After that, we have our disability travel card. So this program is technically overseen by the Easter Seals Canada organization, but everyone can apply to us as well, or people can apply to us as well. Those with a disability that are in need of a support worker when traveling apply for this card. And so when they receive the card or when they get it, it can be shown and used to have the support worker be able to join the client or the person traveling for a lesser fee or lesser ticket fee. So that's really helpful so that people can travel safely and have the support that they need while traveling. This can be used, I believe, on most busing systems. So I believe Greyhound was one of them. I don't know if they're still operating, but stuff like that. And then finally, we have our Give a Kid a Lift program. And so this is also application based. And in this program, we would provide an elevator or lift to the home of a family who has somebody with a disability or medical condition. This program does mainly focus on children. So, the child of a family who has a disability or medical condition would be applicable for this. And we've also seen this program have major impacts across the board, because if the families that apply to us, their child normally is quite compromised, and it can be very difficult for the family to properly care for them and for everyone to be safe. So this is really, really helpful in making and alleviating some of the challenges that come to this family or to the families, when trying to care for a child with a disability or medical condition. So also a really great program. And so after that, we have our Camp Horizon. And so Camp Horizon is out near Bray Creek. It's just a little bit past. And this facility provides individuals with disabilities or medical conditions with life-changing outdoor camp experiences. Typically during the summer, when we were able to kind of do in-person programming previously, we would have approximately 14 different in-person summer camps going from June to August. Due to COVID-19, unfortunately, we haven't been able to do programs last year. And this year, we are currently not going forward with in-person programming, just due to the tight turnaround and our staffing needs weren't able to be in place in time. But we do continue to work closely with government health officials. So potentially at some point soon, we hope to be able to provide in-person experiences again. We have been doing this at Camp Horizon for a very long time as well. And I believe Camp Horizon was founded in 1951 or 1951. And so, long time around. And we offer the unique opportunity for campers to build self-esteem and independence. They typically come to camp for about a week. And during that time, they engage in activities, challenge their mind, their body, create friendships. It's a really, really great experience. And, for our campers especially, sometimes it can be hard for them to connect with others and find a group of people that really understand them and make them feel included. So this is a time where our campers can come and just feel, free and have a great time and just, build those memories. So, a fantastic place as well. And when we are not doing in-person programming, whether it's, or in the summer, and this year as well, we instead also do outdoor bookings. So we're allowed to, book groups in and get them in as well, and they can utilize our facilities. We have 5 different lodges, so we can offer accommodations that way. And we have a main hall, an arts and crafts studio. So lots of different stuff going on at our camp, which is really, really great. And sort of tied in with Camp Horizon and sort of camp programming, because we didn't some programming this year, we also are now hosting virtual programs. So at this current point in time, we are offering our In the Lead virtual summer programming. We're offering 3 sessions of this summer, and that's going to start, the first session starts in July, in mid-July. And so this program is a leadership-based program, and so campers can, or when we do the program, campers will learn leadership skills, problem-solving skills. They'll kind of have some mentorship in there, but then as well, there will also be, fun activities and more camp-based things and field trips, virtual field trips going on throughout the day. And in addition to that as well, campers will receive a camp toolkit, or a camp in a box, as other people kind of have called it. And in that they get, a whole bunch of goodies. They get some camp memorabilia from us. So, that's really great. And then they also get like a program guide, they get a tie-dye kit. So a lot of cool stuff in the box as well. And if anyone's interested in registering, or want to pass that information along, people can go to our website, and the registration link for those camps is there. So that's really great. So for our mission and values overall is inspiring potential, building community, and enriching lives. Our mission is to provide services that foster inclusion, independence, and recreation for individuals with disabilities and medical conditions. For 70 years, we've been supporting individuals with disabilities and medical conditions, and we strive to ensure that the resources they need for an independent and full life are available. And so kind of, mention and touch on our demographic. Those that we serve are Albertans with medical conditions and disabilities of all ages. So we are able to provide, so for example, our equipment and support services programs, we're able to provide equipment for people that live in Northern Alberta, Southern Alberta. We are based in Calgary, but our reach is quite far. And this also goes for our virtual camps. If it's running in person, we typically get campers from all over the province as well. And again, all ages. So we serve seniors, adults, youth, children, everyone and anything. So that's great. And so volunteers for us, volunteers are incredibly important to our organization. They offer critical support to our staff. And, this is more needed and valued almost right now more than ever, because with COVID-19, our team it shrunk considerably with kind of the coming on of COVID-19 in March 2020. And so the volunteers that, can come in and support us and help, they not only improve the efficiency of our service provision, but they also allow us to reach more clients and support more people. So they're a really important piece in how we operate, and our ability to reach those that need assistance and that might not have resources available to them, or might not even know if there's resources available. So they're super helpful, very valuable for us, and really help to make our organization go forward, and they help us be able to do the work that we do. At this current point in time, we have a few volunteer positions available. So we have a general kind of administrative volunteer position, just to kind of come in and help with some office cleanup and file management, stuff like that. We also have a grant writing research assistant volunteer position for our fundraising department. And outside of that, we are also interested in volunteers that are able to do administrative work for our equipment and support services program. So the administrative work, would involve helping us with call management and response to clients, and kind of, general upkeep and administrative maintenance. We also potentially might have opportunity for a database transfer volunteer. So we might be switching databases at some point in the future, and we would definitely appreciate assistance in being able to transfer all the information we need. We typically have volunteer positions as well available for our marketing department and social media. So, marketing assistant or research assistant for marketing as well those are positions we also typically, look for and seek out. We also have a position available for an event volunteer. We take in work crews as well. So those are, the work crew volunteers. We also frequently have those. And at our Camp Horizon, we have, availability for volunteer opportunities to do, like general cleaning out at camp, to do landscaping, gardening, kind of general maintenance as well with the upkeep of the facility. Program support positions are also typically offered for our Camp Horizon, and we always appreciate volunteers coming in, because they're, again, able to help us do the things we do out there and give the programs or give the program experience that we're wanting to give. So an example of this is we also typically host a Christmas camp, and our Christmas camp is almost completely run by volunteers, and it's so fantastic to see the community come together and be able to help us provide our campers with a great and an incredible holiday experience when quite a bit of the time they don't have family or someone else to spend the holidays with. So our volunteers make that possible, and we wouldn't be able to do that program without them. So all these positions, the time commitments for all these different volunteer positions, it does vary. We don't necessarily have a set time commitment or anything like that with the positions or at this moment, and we're quite flexible with when our volunteers can work and when they can come in. If we were to receive an application, or if anyone was to submit an application for us, or get in touch with us about the different positions I just listed, we would definitely be able to discuss what kind of time commitment that person would be looking for and how we can accommodate them. So our training as well and orientation also kind of look different for each position. Typically at this current point in time, we would like to do an in-person sort of orientation training session for about the first week or 2 weeks of the volunteer coming on. And so that would make sure that we are able to, get them settled and get them all the information they need. We typically provide like training manuals or some sort of document for our volunteers so that they can be able to see what their duties are, and, it lays out sort of what the position will be. And again, that kind of looks different for every position, but we do like to have sort of that 2 week time period in person when we're able to help the volunteer get settled and walk them through. If anybody's interested or those that want to get involved with their organization, they can either contact myself. And so my email is Megan, and that's spelled MEGHAN at easterseals.ab.ca. Or they can go to our website, and under our Get Involved tab, if they click that, typically that will also show kind of the volunteer positions that are up and running right now. And then at the very bottom of that site page, there is a little bit of, an online request form that you can submit, and then that will come to us as well. And in the online request form, you can specify kind of maybe what you're interested in if it's not one of the positions listed, or request more information from us, of course, about what the position would be. So that's another option as well. We absolutely are able to accept children, youth, families, everybody to volunteer. We would appreciate any kind of help. So that is, any age group, families, all of it for sure. And our volunteers are sometimes required to have a criminal record check or vulnerable sector check, or child intervention check, depending on the position. So with the volunteer positions we have that may interact directly with our clients, that might be a time where we would request that type of documentation. But at this moment, it isn't a requirement listed for our volunteer positions. And if it was a requirement, especially on our website, if you were to go to our volunteer page and see what's available, that the description of the volunteer position would typically have that information in there as well. So not necessarily needed, but it may happen depending on what the position is. So that's the rundown of our organization and what we're able to offer, and what kind of what we're looking for volunteer positions. So thank you so much for listening, and I really appreciate your time.
Wow. Thank you, Megan, so much for joining our virtual volunteer fair today. I love hearing stories. I love hearing impact stories. I love hearing stories about how many clients individual organizations are serving. That really, as a lifelong volunteer in the community, I just love hearing things like that. So thanks so much for sharing those, as well as letting us know how you've adapted through these times. I mean, we've all had to, but just hearing how you're still forging ahead and supporting individuals in the community, that's so great. One of the questions that I get often in the community is from children, youth, and families looking for opportunities, whether it's to volunteer as a single individual or as a family. So thanks so much for providing that information.
Yeah,
and for you, I just have a quick question about your Christmas camp. So how many days is that typically, or is it one day? What does that look like?
So typically our Christmas camp is 4 days, and it actually happens over actual Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And
Okay.
so, yeah, campers would come 2 days ahead of time and get settled. And then, yeah, on our Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, that is truly where the magic happens. That is where Santa comes in. That is where campers get gifts. Our Christmas camp is also funded by donors and supporters. So we are able to give them some really, really great stuff and a fantastic experience. So that's what we would be looking at on a typical year if we're able to do in person.
That's so amazing. It's so amazing that you shared that. I'm really actually excited about that opportunity. So stay tuned. I'm going to check in with you again about that. Again, thanks so much, Megan, for stopping in today. I know that our community just really values the work that you do, and there's going to be some excited people to get in contact with you to find out how they can support Easter Seals of Alberta.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me as well. It's been such a pleasure, and I so appreciate you being able to give us the opportunity to get our information out there and advocate.
Absolutely. You have a great day.
You as well. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye now.